Scott is here from Pinzones, always giving us some fantastic things to think about eating and eat as well. And you can go to Pinzones and get them. Today, what are we working on?
We're going to do a veal chop with some Tuscan beans, pancetta, tomatoes, fresh sage. Great combination.
Veal chop, and that looks like a prime veal chop right there. Thick.
Fantastic. One great thing about veal is, I mean, it's, you talk about like eating healthy and making sure that, you know, what you put in your body is great for you. Veal is, I mean, it's one of the cleanest meats you're going to have. There's not any growth hormones and all that kind of stuff that you can find in the market. So whenever you get veal, you feel pretty confident. It's pretty good.
I was not aware of that.
Well, now here we go.
See? That's why you're here, Scott, to inform the people. So you've got everything laid out over here. What do we need to do to get this started this morning?
Well, it's very simple. I'm going to cook it in this grilling pan, and we're going to finish it off in the oven. Okay. But, you know, this is great for grilling at home. If you just have all the smokiness in there, would be really good. So we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil here. So,
is that how you would recommend doing it on an actual grill?
I'd say anytime you can char meat, just to get a little char on there, it adds so much flavor to the dinner. So yes, I would recommend that. But we're going to season it with a little black pepper.
Okay.
A little garlic, granulated garlic, a little sea salt. Love sea salt. So just set it in there.
And so, searing it, what's the technique here to know you're doing it well? Because you have to sear it on both sides, and then, like you said, you're going to put it in the oven. So I think a lot of people at home kind of wonder, well, if I have it on here for so long, did I get it too done before I put it in? You know, it's kind of a fine science.
It can be tricky. Well, this is a thick cut of meat, so I'm going to finish it off in the oven just to make sure that's good heat to it. But when you sear something, you're actually locking in the juices. You're locking in the flavor.
Okay.
And so then the oven just circulates all the heat, makes it a good, even temperature.
So if you have a real thin cut of meat, whatever it is, maybe you don't necessarily have to throw it in the oven.
No, not at all. No. And actually, at the restaurant, we would actually do this on the grill, and we wouldn't involve the oven at all.
Okay.
But just for the TV and everything, we're doing it.
That sounds good. Well, you've been here before, but we may have some new viewers tuning in, so tell them where is Pinzones and a little bit about the entire village that you have out there.
That's right. We opened up 3.5 years ago. We started off with this restaurant, and then we moved it and kept adding on and adding on and adding on. But right now it's located at 312 Fairhope Avenue, right in the heart of downtown Fairhope. We'd love to come by and see us.
Yeah, and it's really neat because you're walking down the street and then you turn and Pinzones is there, but once you enter into the Pinzones and all the different things that you have going on there, you kind of are in your own Italian village there, and it is really a cool place to go. So I highly recommend you go check that out. We're going to let you keep working on this, and we'll check back in on the progress in just a little while.
Welcome back with Chef Scott from Pinzones Italian Village, making roasted veal chop with sage and Tuscan beans. We're going to do the beans this time. We're just talking about the beans, and these are cannellini beans.
Cannellini beans, yeah.
You said they're one of your favorite.
They are. They're very versatile. They don't overpower the dish, and they really just absorb whatever you're cooking with it. So like we're doing the sage, I mean that sage just soaks up in that bean, and it's great.
Can't wait to taste these beans.
Really good.
So the Tuscan style, what does that entail?
Well, when we talk about Tuscan, you're going to see a lot of ham. You'll see, like in our case, we're using pancetta, which is an Italian bacon. So that's really going to bring that out. Sage is very prominent there, and of course the cannellini beans is also. So these are ingredients that you'll find in Tuscany area of Italy.
Okay.
So I'm just going to add a little bit of this pancetta here.
Okay.
Let that cook.
How long do you want to cook the pancetta?
You know, it's already smoked. It's already salted, so it's already cooked. So
you could eat it like this.
You could, but the texture of it is a little chewy. So you just want to let the fat cook off of it, and just like you would bake it, I guess, a little bit crispy, a little not burnt, but just a little crispy.
All right.
And we're going to cook that, and then we're going to add the tomatoes here. These are actually Baldwin County tomatoes. I love them.
Nice, local. Love that.
Yep. Cook that a little bit.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and just let that cook there, and then we're going to add these beans. You can use fresh or canned. But whenever you use canned, make sure you drain them. You don't want them slimy.
Oh, yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Unless it's the baked beans with like the honey sauce or something.
Right, yeah.
That's the only time you don't want to
don't rinse pork and beans, yeah. All right, now we're going to add this sage here. And sage is like a bitter mint. So just think about the freshness of the mint, but a little bit of on the bitter side in a good way.
So not too much, just enough.
Not too much. It feels like velvet. We were talking about this earlier. You know, just really nice piece of
If you've never seen fresh sage, there you go.
Yep, that's good. Now we're going to season it with some pepper, a little granulated garlic,
Okay.
a little sea salt. I'm going to throw a little bit of crushed red pepper in there.
Yum.
And we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock. Let this cook down a little bit, and then it'll be ready for us.
And how long do you want to cook it all once you get it together?
You want the tomatoes to kind of break down a little bit. You want the, not mushy, but you want them to just have a good bit of consistency to them.
Okay. And you have pretty low heat, medium?
Yeah, low heat, yeah.
And so uncovered?
Uncovered, yes.
Just watch it, and the veal is in the oven. Hey, by the way, if you want to go by Penzone's Italian Village, tonight is a ladies' night.
Yeah.
So you got some good deals for us, right?
Absolutely, ladies. Every Thursday night, everything's half off, so you can't beat it.
All the drinks in the
Yep.
wine bar.
In the wine bar, right in the center, yeah.
So you have the wine bar, and it's a village because you have the
Yeah.
wine bar, you have the deli, and 2 restaurants.
Right, and also tonight, great weather. We have Amy True and John Cochran playing in the courtyard.
great.
They are phenomenal. They are great. They're premier talent, and we're excited to have them every Thursday.
Okay, so right in the middle of
Yeah.
downtown Fairhope, the heart of downtown Fairhope, you can go to Penzone's Italian
Yep.
Village. Get some, ladies, you can get some half-price drinks, you can get some great food, and you can hear some great music. So make your plans to go, and this recipe is on our Studio 10 page on fox10tv.com, so you can make this one at home.
Back with Chef Scott from Pinzone's Italian Village, working on another fantastic.
Hey, it's that good, it makes you just have a creative word.
Fantastic dish.
Yes.
That's where it was. The in dish turned into the in tastic.
I like that.
I figured it out.
did
Hey,
too.
what is that?
It's a fantastic
Yes.
Tuscan beans.
Yes.
Yeah, Tuscan beans. Cannellini beans, pancetta, fresh local tomatoes, fresh sage, and
Sorry for starting this cooking segment off on a wrong note there. With the
it's a showstopper. People just thought, hey, what's he talking about? That's awesome.
Yeah, so now maybe they're paying even more attention.
They are. I haven't run them off yet. Anyway, so we've cooked these down. Got a lot of great flavors in it. You got the salty sweetness of the pancetta. You got the crunch of the tomatoes, and you got the little bitter mint of the sage, which is fantastic. And then we're going to add our veal chop right there. Most simple sauce in Italian cooking, olive oil.
Now, I know there's several different facilities within Pinzone's. Is this something you'd find at the steakhouse or Pinzone specifically, or where do you think you'd find this dish?
You're going to find this at Pinzone's Italian downtown, our Italian restaurant. We also do a veal chop at Isabella's.
Okay.
Isabella's is that's like a global coastal cuisine kind of going on right now. So really exciting about that. Also in the wine bar, it's full service, not just with the alcohol, but also anything off the Pinzone's menu is also available in the wine bar. So you could find it in really all 3 places.
And conveniently taking a shot of wine as well. And Pinzone's has their own wine, which we've mentioned here on the show before, which is very cool. I'll tell you what, let me come over here. Let me try to get it. I just want to try a little bit of this meat right now. That's what I want to do.
Yep.
Tell the folks one more time where you're located so they can come in and see you.
We're in the heart of downtown Fairhope, 312 Fairhope Avenue. We're located right next to CK Collection, right on Fairhope Avenue. But you can actually walk all the way through the alleyway and then come out to Delamar Street. So that's great. Yeah, tasty. Is it fantastic?
Fantastic.
All right, good deal.
For this fantastic recipe, go online to Studio 10 tab at fox10tv.com. It is great. Go see Scott at Pinzone's in Fairhope, and we will be right back.